Hey guys, it's me, Kisame Unlimited. Last video got 350 likes, so you see me this Sunday, so I'm going to get right into this. The rules are simple. You fail against any path and it's game over. Rule number 2, if you rage quit, you're banned from taking it in the future, because you make the video seem like shit. Rule number 3, rematches are only allowed after a game has been uploaded. Rule number 4, the segment has to get 350 likes for it to continue, because it's no different from any other segment we do. If it doesn't get the likes, we cut them. So 350 likes, you see me next Sunday. Rule number 5, I only use DevPro/Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. And rule number 6, I don't respond to highs, what's up. Also, the winner of one of the free packs will be at the end of the video, so stay tuned to the end of the video if you want to win the free pack. If you want to win the free pack for the next video, you have to leave a comment of how you felt about the video. And that's about it. So the winner will be at the end of the video, because I'll have it generated.
Yeah, well you can go ahead and have your 6 stinking decks, because all I need is this one. Now let's start this.
Round 4.
I'm using Light Swarms and my opponent is using Sylvans. The one thing is, the more time that sets in, I've actually have been really disappointed in Light Swarms. Light Swarms has always been that deck where everyone in their mother is like, fuck you fuck Light Swarms and fuck them. It's like in the whole community, there are so many people that overly dislike Light Swarms. And it's like the one thing is, the more time that passes in Yu-Gi-Oh, the more I sit down and because everyone that plays Yu-Gi-Oh, you have to sit down and say, why do you play Yu-Gi-Oh? You play it for fun, you play it for whatever reasons you play it. But the one thing is, for me, one thing I love about Yu-Gi-Oh is 2 factors. The collective side of Yu-Gi-Oh and being a deck inventor. And I feel like, you see, sometimes a majority of my decks, they come to me by stupid ways. I just one day I'm just like, wait a minute, how would that, and then boom, Golden Gia. But it's like, lately, Light Swarms is just so standard. Light Swarms is the deck where it's like, it's going to end regardless with a JD on the field, or you're going to add the Dragon rules, and it's like, I feel like if I can't be unique, I'd rather not play them. As much as I like playing Light Swarms all over the years, I just feel like if I can't be different, because I feel like if someone looked at my Light Swarms right now, I'd be like, oh, it's a pretty standard build, nothing different. The only thing I really added was more speed and more trap cards. But in the end, it's still no different from a typical Light Swarm deck. That's why I'm really going to try to, I want to make Spirits unique and my own, and Light Swarms my own. I might not be able to do Light Swarms, but I'm going to be optimistic to do it with Spirits. Because I have 3 decks and 4 decks, but the 4th isn't that creative, but still. I mean, it's like my first would be God Complex. That deck is awesome. That's like my child. And I think I win right here. I'm like, nuke everything. GG. Next game.
Game over. Round 3.
Now, this is going to be funny because in Dalek, this is the deck that I have, Dalek. Dalek was, I decided to try out a few things because I'm just testing shit. You could see Ancient Gear Golems in there. Ancient Gear Golem was one of my favorite cards. Growing up as a kid, Ancient Gear Golem was my boss monster. So I always had a good connection to Ancient Gear Golem. So a part of me was like, you know what, Dalek is based off windering my opponent's life points. If I could summon something like Ancient Gear Golem and do some extra damage along the way, it makes Dalek so much easier. So I was like, let me give Ancient Gear Golem a shot while I'm facing Shadal's. I mean, when I'm facing something like, well, I guess this is Shadal's mixed with Cosmic Dragons, and I'm just like, I got the Toon Table, so I'm like, alright, good, now I could get, my Exterminator, my Toon Cannon Soldier to my hand as quickly as possible. And it's ironic, Submarine Frog never really does that much damage, so I was just like, good, window down those life points. Window you down, and then he's like, I think he's like, I don't know, and I'm like, oh damn, my Ancient Gear Golem is one of my favorite cards, I have to do that. You know how rarely a person will summon Ancient Gear Golem? That's pretty rare. So right off the bat, you know, I'm just, you know, making them dwindle down them life points, because now, the, you know, Dalek just needs a certain amount of life points dropped, and then you're just gonna lose. Just like, Dalek is one of the decks where I think Frog Monsters were naturally stronger, but I have so much fun playing Dalek, because this deck is just so, it's not cruel, but like, I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna take your monster, play Treeborn, and now, oh, now I can automatically do 25 just on the field already. Oh, so I'm like, exterminate.
Game over. Round 1.
This game, I apologize completely right now, because this duel is very, very long. And it's long because I'm stupid. Because halfway in the game, because this is God, and my God Complex deck, and I was just like, you know what, let me just, because also I was playing pretty, like, standard, you know, normal shit. So I'm just like, you know, just getting shit off the board. Everything was just going regular. And I think that, you know, there's a point in time in the game where I'm just like, I totally go a whole 180 and just decide that I'm like, I'm not gonna, you know, aim to win. I'm just gonna aim on just waiting and holding off to get out my big monster that I couldn't get to the full extent of his power. But in the meantime, while this duel is taking place, because this duel will take a long time, so one thing I'll say in the video is next week, this week coming up, Spidey and me really won't be able to upload anything, because because the majority of the time when he comes to film, I always save them all on my computer, and then while time goes on, I upload one of the few clips that one of the few videos that we do when we are together all at one point in time. So what happened was, he decided that, you know, because he has other stuff going on. He works, he has a comedy show that he wants to do. So he has a lot of other side things to do. So while he's doing all of that, I really, like, have nothing to upload. I mean, the only thing I could do is do a deck profile, which I might do. I mean, what people probably want to see. So I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna show. Not yet. I don't know. A part of me is like a little scared to show God. I don't really want to show God Complex very much. The reason why I don't want to show God, you know, I was like God. The reason why I don't want to show God Complex very much is because out of all my decks, like Dalek and Vigilante, a majority of the time these decks were my creations. Like, they're my builds, and nobody plays similar builds like me, like these. They're mine. And I feel like the once I let them fly away, the community will start testing them and playing them and using them. And it's not like I don't want people touching my deck, but it's just like, I like the feeling of, you know, they're my creations, and I'm not very likely to want to share just of yet. I mean, I'm willing to, you know, and here I'm just like, upon me, I have to understand one thing about this game. I knew exactly what I was doing, and I was just wasting shit. My point of the whole game was to play Evil Dragon Anata with every single reptile I had in my graveyard. Because I've never summoned Evil Dragon Anata at the peak of his attack points. I've never seen it either, because I've never sat down and counted up the reptiles in my deck. So I was just like, I wonder how far I can make them. So I just counted up like, alright, I have like this many left in the deck. So I just wanted to see how much I could push the deck to see. Let me see that gigantic Evil Dragon. Like, I had Fiendish and I could have stopped that shit, but I was just like, let me see it. I need to see it with my own eyes. I just need to see this. It's like, I went for such stupid shit, because I'm like, I could have easily went for 101, stole his shit, attack for game, attack, and then drop Evil Dragon for game. But it's like, I was just hell-bent on just doing that. I actually think here I was a little stupid, because you'll notice, like, around here, I was just like, I'm gonna activate Lance on my turn to activate Ragnar Zero, and I was like, why ain't it working? But, I mean, because I remembered, like, oh, I don't know Ragnar Zero. I feel stupid. So, like right off the bat, I was just like, I was stalling so much. But because I think what I was holding off on was my third shock trooper, and I did not draw it. And I was just like, where the fuck is it? I just draw my guys. I'm just like, how come I can't find it? So right off the bat, I was just having fun with this. I'm not gonna lie, this was no way like meant to be a serious game for me. I was just laying back having fun because I noticed that he was playing Gem Knights. I was just like, oh, you're playing for fun, you know, because you wouldn't believe how many people that are so hell-bent on like butchering me with mainstream shit. And it's just like, for me, it's like, I don't care, because a lot of people like were defensive when I said I don't mind losing to something as long as it's creative. When I also mean that, I feel like I don't mind losing, but I would like to lose to something that isn't set in stone. I don't want to be like, oh my god, I lost because this deck just came out and hasn't been affected by the meta and ban lists and shit, and it's only beating me because it's popular. I want to see someone that, you know, because I feel like look at my deck. My deck is just, well, I win here because I was just like, fuck it, Evil Dragon on Honor.
Game over. Round 4.
Okay, so continuing on with this, I think that for me, it's just like, I just have so much passion in creating my own shit. And I mean, because people are going to be like, well, coming from the guy playing Light Swarms, I'm just like I said, if I can't make this deck different, I'm going to just cut this shit. People haven't seen me playing Cosmic Dragons, have they? No, yeah, because I'm not playing them no more. I tried them. I couldn't find a way to make them different outside. But, you see, I just want to just have something unique and different. That's why I tried playing Light Swarms a lot lately, because I'm just like, maybe I could think and try to find something, but it's like nothing was happening. I'm just trying to think as hard as I can to come up with something, but it's like nothing's happening. So, I mean, when I mean that, I mean I don't mind losing. I just want to lose to something like clever, cool. And I don't want to hear people just like, well, that's not going to happen, because what the fuck am I? I'm different. I made Dalek, Vigilante, God, and I'll make 3 other cool ones. And I have a list of cool decks of my inventions. So, right off the bat, he got a lot off me because of Max C. But, enough about me being a fucking sore loser to the fullest extent of my saltiness. That's another thing. People are just like, man, Kisame, you are so salty. What's wrong with being salty? What's wrong with being the way I am? Why can't I be a, you know, rude bitch? That's just how I am. I'm a fucking New Yorker. I'm a fucking New Yorker. What the fuck else am I supposed to be? I want to be rude, I can be rude. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm just gonna go for this. I'm just gonna Maxine my ass again, and I'm just gonna go like, but it's like, this deck is so fucking standard. I hate that. Why can't this deck be fucking different? And I was just like, alright, you know, let me just go for Michael and, you know, Mills shit, and I'm just like, my deck is dwindling away. And I'm just like, this deck, I don't know what I can do for Light Swarms. I'm so fucking disgusted with this shit. It's like, that's the thing. A deck could be winning, and a deck could be good, but I feel like I have no faith in it because it's no different and shit. I'm just like, wow, big whoop. I could drop a JD with no visible cost. Whee! But I'm just like, I don't want that shit. All I want is special decks. I want cool shit. I want shit that people go, ooh, that you have that? You made it yourself? Ooh, that's so cool. But it's just like, no, I don't get that shit. Because this whole fucking game is all based on this weird shit. I'm just like, hey, yeah, I can play Celestia, drawing out Celestia. But it's like, you know, I want... I don't know anymore. So right off the bat, you know, this guy is just taking advantage of, like, me. And I love him. I'm like, I'm stuck up and draw pod duality. Great draw. Great draw. Thank you, deck. Throw you out. So it's like right now I was just panicking because I was just like, well, now I'm losing my deck. Unless the JD is my last card, I'm gonna get my ass beat. And even if it is, what the fuck am I gonna do? Oh wow, Illumina with nothing to discard. A part of me felt like, wow, I should have kept that Curry Bandit back in my hand. I could have actually went for another Michael. If Michael got destroyed, I could have just, like, put some shit back in my deck, but whatever. So, right off the bat, well, at least I know that my deck killed itself.
3.
Okay, I think that this might be the last game. I think. I'm not 100%. I think it's the last game. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm using Dalek again. I don't know, this week it was just like Dalek and Light Swarms. Dalek and Light Swarms. Dalek is the deck that I'm having the most difficulty with. Because Dalek is a deck that's weaker than Frog Monarchs, but it's just like I need to... I want to get it set in stone since nobody plays a deck like a Cannon Soldier OTK Frog deck nowadays. I have nothing to base my ideas off of. I can't go up to other people and say, hey man, well what are you playing in such deck? Because, you know, I'm the lone wolf. I'm like all by myself. I'm like, I have to come up with all these ideas by myself. I mean, it's fun, mind you. I love it. But it's like I just need to, like, you know, spread my wings and find new shit. I need to, like, think outside the box. Because I feel like, because I always said the one thing about this deck is like it could do the damage. It could do damage. But that's the one issue. It's just like, I have to like window my opponent down to this perfect little level where it's just like, okay, window you down. And now I was just like, when I got that 3,000 off of him, I was like, good. Get that 3,000 off of him, that'll pay for itself later. Because you know what that 3,000 would count me? Like fucking 6 frogs. So that's good. So I'm like, here's my... See, that's one thing I love about this deck. It's like, those tune tables get me that, you know, get me exterminated mad quickly. So I'm just like, alright, let me window down my shit, you know, get swap for, just keep milling that shit. Because now, but the only thing I feel, you see, this is one thing about the deck, that back row. I only play one exterminator, which is Cannon Soldier. I only play one of him. So if that one card gets fucked up, I mean, I still have shit like Sea Lancer and a couple things to fall back on. But Dalek, the Exterminator, is pretty much the home, the family, the go-to guy. And I'm just like, that's why I play Mega Mobius, but I'm not always bound to draw Mega Mobius. So I was just like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Something's around me, gonna burst my bubble. So my first version of, you know, playing against him, I was just like, you know what my best bet is to bluff him out with Sea Lancer. Sea Lancer was my bluff. I was just like, let me just play this card. And he's obviously not gonna want me to bring back my other frogs to my graveyard, or just to leave a monster that has to be destroyed about 3 times. So I just wanted to take advantage. I just needed to get everything off this fucking board. And then right when he brought my Treeborn Frogs back to my deck, I'm like, damn you, you're fucking with Dalek. You're fucking with the OTK. I can't rest of this shit. So then he used Bottomless. I'm like, good. Got one more trap to go. Get rid of that one more trap card, and I will exterminate your ass. But, like, I'm just, you know, holding off. He has a lot of advantage too, so I was just like, I just needed to make sure that that advantage stopped all at this one point. And then when he summoned Abyss Dweller, I was just like, oh, fuck, because now I can't bring back any of my shit. And I feel like, oh, this is bad. But then I said to myself, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to use Gores to kill it. I knew that if I used Gores would have been the thing that would stop it. And then he used Torrential. And then I was like, he activated. He used the one small thing that could fuck me up, and it was all taken care of. And then he was just like, you know what? I think he went for game, and I was just like, Gores, bitch! And now I was just like, I was just totally in the clear. Because I was just, you know what, all I have is a weak Gore. And then he played a Blitz Dweller again. I was just like, fuck, you gotta keep doing this. And I was just like, you know what, then I drew Fader. I was like, you know what, even if he destroys it, it won't be too bad. So Gores took out that. And now it was his turn, and he was just like, what does he do? He plays, because I forgot what he goes for. Because I probably was like, shouldn't he go for 101? And he went for Ragnar Zero instead. I mean, Ragnar Zero was a good bet too, because I mean, just to do the most damage as he could. But that Fader, I had all that protection at the right time, or else I was gonna lose. And now it's just like, haha, you know what? I didn't even care anymore.
Exterminate!
Sir, it's gonna kill him.
It's talking. You must be destroyed!
Game over.
For the winner of the last pack got the last video got 350 likes. So the winner of the free pack is on the bottom, right over here. So lucky you have 48 hours to claim your prize. If you want to win, you want to be just as lucky, do the same thing, like, comment, and you can possibly win a free pack. Besides that, I have to babysit my brother, so Yeah, I have to watch him right now. You have anything to say about Yu-Gi-Oh? Anything about my 6-bet paint challenge? Nothing? Ah, well, he's gone. You're gonna get into Yu-Gi-Oh! You wanna play? Hey! Want a free pack?
Yeah.
That's what you want? You want a free pack? You and my audience are exactly the same. You want a free pack?
Yeah.
We can't give it away. We have to give it to them.
Nah.
You have to go, I want.
I want.
Good. I like that you're talking. I want.
I want.
I want back.